Back in the house, family, with another video. And what we are going to be talking about this afternoon is just how modern women are getting away with insanity in this country. They avoid accountability at every turn, held to no standards. But if a man did what we are about to talk about in this video, it would be curtains for him, literally curtains for him. But when a woman commits this type of act, nobody says anything. They're always trying to sweep it underneath the rug. And if you're a man in this country, you should feel outraged. Without further ado, let's get into it. Fellas, let me know your thoughts down there below, because I'm telling you, this stuff is shameful.
A 31-year-old woman who admits to having sex with a 13-year-old boy and then becoming pregnant with his child won't face any jail time under a plea deal with prosecutors.
11 call for action. Investigative reporter Matt Kroschel is joining us live tonight. Matt, 31-year-old Andrea Serrano was facing sexual assault charges, but accepted this new plea deal to stay out of prison.
Adam, Serrano gave birth to a baby boy. She admitted to having sex with that 13-year-old. The victim's mother, who we're not going to identify in this story, tells us she is not happy with this deal offered to a woman she says ruined her son's life.
I feel like my son's robbed of his childhood. Now he's having to be a father. He's a victim, and he's going to have to live with that for the rest of his life.
This mother says watching her son struggle with the reality he now faces breaks her heart.
What has this been like for your son?
It's caused him a lot of depression. He's shut down a lot.
Now she questions why this woman won't face prison time.
I feel like if she was a man and he was a little girl, it would definitely be different. They would be seeking incarceration. And I feel like because she's a woman, they're not. They're having compassion for her because she was pregnant. But I don't think they take into play, again, she was pregnant by a child. You know, that child was created from a sexual abuse.
Under terms of the plea deal the suspect signed off on, she'll be required to register as a sex offender, and the judge could sentence her to 10 years to life of sex offender intensive supervised probation. But Serrano will avoid any jail time since the DA's office dropped the original charges to a lesser charge that does not come with mandatory jail time.
What should other parents be looking for?
Don't trust anybody, honestly. I mean, you can't trust anybody now.
The victim's family says they are looking for the next steps in this case, and they'll actually ask the courts to give custody to the 13-year-old of this baby. Adam and Lindsay, what we do know is that Serrano has a hearing coming up in May where she will learn how much probation time she'll have. Currently, Serrano has full custody of the baby. Back to you.
Okay, we'll follow up on that case. Matt.
Now, let me just say this. I really want to say thank you to that mother who said what she said. I know she's going through a rough time with this, but she said it clearly in there that her son was robbed of his childhood, and that if a man did this to a little girl, and she does not think that that's fair. And I think a lot of fellas can really appreciate that when we're talking about all of the foolishness that has been going on and the double standards. And you got all of these women over here in America making all of these outlandish accusations against men about what they may be doing when they're traveling overseas. But yet a story like this can happen and they ain't got nothing to say. Now, I love what this brother had to say right here. Everybody needs to go to jail. Her mama, the judge, whoever built the courthouse, just lock everybody up, because this is sincerely a travesty. Now, I highlighted this particular brother's comment because he mentions the R word in there, and I don't understand how this is not an R word charge, being that she was an older woman and this is a 13-year-old boy. How are we not talking about R word charges? I'm just saying. But I ask you in closing, whether you're a man or whether you're a woman listening to this video, where's the outrage? Imagine if that was your child. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.